Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's Beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully this is going to be a treat. This is another monster beer here, guys. This is DuClaw's Colossus. And they've done this 3 different years. 2006, 2011, and 2014. In 2006, they had the little swing top resealable bottle, similar to what a Gross bottle is. And in 2011, they did the 22-ounce bomber. And in 2014, they brewed it again, but the alcohol level has dropped down. The 2014 is 17 point some percent, and the 2006 and the 2011 versions are 21.92%. This is almost a 22% alcohol beer. That's the reason it's been shoved in the fridge downstairs for quite a while. I knew this is going to be a big, boozy monster beer when I bought this in 2011. So I don't remember when in the year it came out. It says here it's a seasonal beer, and it doesn't have the IBUs listed on it. So, and I don't think they dated their stuff now. I'm not sure whether they do now, but pretty sure there's not a date on it. We'll look once we get it out of the bottle into the glass. But 22%. I thought the Avery beer that we did the other day at 19% was pretty monstrous, but this is a 21.92. You might as well say 22%. So, and they're calling this an American Strong Ale, but I got a feeling there's a whole lot of different things going on with a beer this big. Commercial description on this, and the name says it all. This unique brew comes in officially at 21.92% ABV. This was accomplished by the use of 3 different strains of yeast and a lot of TLC. Technically an ale, but this monster has complex flavors and aromas that suggest characteristics of mead and fruit wines. So this bottle has a little bit of fruitiness to it. Be sure to sample Colossus at several different temperatures, including heated. That's right. Heated up to about 105 degrees for yet another unique experience of flavors and aromas. 2006 is in the swing top bottle, and the 2011 is the 22-ounce bomber you see here. I'm not sure how they packaged the 2014 edition, but I know for sure this is not the 2014 edition or the 2006 edition. I know it's the 2011 edition of this beer. And I bought it when it came out, so I've had it since 2011, and we're at the end of 2014 here. So let's get on with this one. 21.92%. Hopefully, if you've got a bottle of this and you're drinking it at home and not trying to drink this somewhere, a friend's house or whatever, and then drive home from there. Because 22% beer, if you drink a whole bottle of this, you're going to have your buzz on, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I expect I'll have a serious buzz by the time I get done with this. And I'm not going to drink it all. I'm going to share the other half with the other half. So, half a glass of this and I'll probably be done for the evening, guys. Food pairings for this beer. If I can get your tablet to work. Food pairing for this beer, it says the cheeses are your nutty Alsago Colby and the Parmesan, and glassware as pint, Becker, Nonic, tumbler, snifter, mug, stylus, and ale. I'm going to use a double glass, guys, and it says it can be set up for long periods. I'd say so. 22%. This beer will keep for 20 years or more, guys. It's hard to tell how long this beer would keep. It'd probably keep 20 plus years, for sure. So let's get the cap off of this one and see what this one's about. Been kind of scared to do it, but I'm not going anywhere, so if I get drunk as a pig, I'll just go to bed. Alright, not a major hiss on it. And to the 22%, you think it's going to pour a big head? I seriously doubt it. Right down the center. It produced hardly any head at all. Just and I'm smelling the grapes and the dark cherries from here. It did not pour any head, just a little bit of froth covering the top of the beer, and I don't even expect that to stick around long. Over to the light, it is a rich red ruby color. I can see the bulb right through it. Fairly clear beer. Looks like it is aging well. Not a lot of particles or floaties in there. Let's get a nose on it, guys. A little bit of alcohol in there. There is. I'm getting some grapes and dark cherries. There is a sweetness to the beer, and of course, with that kind of ABV, you're going to get that kind of sweetness. I mean, this is like a barley wine on steroids. There's some hint of some caramel going on. But basically, booziness, and that's just in the nose, and it just opened it, and that's liable to go away as it warms up. I am not going to heat it up to 105 degrees. I would not like a beer like at coffee temperature. That's just not me, guys. I'm not going to do it. Once it gets to room temperature at about 70 degrees, it'll be warm enough for me. But if you want to put it in the microwave and heat it up or put it on the stove, by golly, have at it. It does have a sweetness, like some honey or something like that, but the dark cherries and the grapes, a hint of caramel, a little bit of booziness, very sweet on the nose. So let's give it a taste and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. The head is gone. I mean, I'm actually surprised it poured as much as it did at that kind of ABV. I'm getting a hint of some cough syrup in there too, like Robitussin or something. That's a big beer. Intense cherries and grapes. And to me, it tastes like a cough syrup. Very sweet. Big alcohol on it. I mean, it's not burning or anything, but you can tell this is a big beer. Wow. Makes my head spin around. It's got so much alcohol in it. I got a feeling this is going to knock me down. 22%. This is going to be a big beer. So if I'm slurring my words when I come back, you'll know the reason why. So we're going to let it warm up and let those flavors come together and see where it ends up here in about 30-45 minutes. Stick around. It won't take you that long. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got this a little I've been sipping on it probably 45 minutes or so, and sipping on this and enjoying a nice Punch's bare knuckle cigar. This is very tasty. I mean, the dark fruit, the grapes and dark cherries, honey, alcohol, very sweet. I mean, almost 22%. Definitely a sipper, not a chugger. Very pleasant. This is selling very well. 2011 edition of this. Here we are at the end of 2014. Very nice. Haven't had the 2006 version or the 2014 version. 2011 version selling very well. Final chug. Dark fruit, caramel, dark cherries, dark grapes, caramel, toffee, honey. A lot of things going on with this beer. Very pleasant. if you were going to pair this with a meal, it would go with a very strong dish or your very strong cheeses. This is more to me like an after dinner beer. Probably wouldn't, in my opinion, probably wouldn't want to have this with a dinner. Would want to have this like an after dinner and pour it for maybe even 3 or 4 people to sip on, like cognac or something like that. It's very, very pleasant, very big. I'm not going to say boozy, but the alcohol, there is some alcohol to it. I mean, how are you going to hide 22% alcohol? I mean, it's almost impossible to hide alcohol of that magnitude. So, very tasty. I enjoyed this one. The other half loved it too. She liked it. A lot of dark fruit in this beer. Very sweet. So, yeah, it was definitely very pleasant, guys. Glad I saved this one for a little while and opened it up tonight for y'all. It was very enjoyable. And I told you I was going to look for a dating on it, but I don't think they dated anything there. And by the website, we know that it is a 2011 edition. So with that being said, guys, I thought it was very tasty. I don't think it's quite to the 10 category, but I would probably put it at the 8, which is an A minus. If I was putting a numeric rating on this beer, it would probably be around a 90 or 91. So very pleasant, very, very tasty. I'm a big fan of DuClaw beers. Most of the stuff that they do has been pretty tasty. I have had a couple bad ones, or ones that weren't up to par, and actually had those guys send me replacements for those beers, and they are pretty tasty. They got it going on out there. And I think they're dating their stuff now. So the 2011 edition of this was very tasty with a 22%er. It wasn't going to go bad, that's for sure. So with that being said, that's the rating I'm going to give it today. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first. Beer Advocate says 83 in a good range, which I think that number's a little bit low, but unless you're into drinking these monster-sized beers, it may overpower your palate. It is a big beer. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 94, which is a little bit better than what I would give it, but only 75 in the style. So if you average those out, you're going to probably be somewhere in the area between 85 and 90, I would think. So, with that being said, if you've had this one from DuClaw, this is the 2011 edition of their Colossus, which is an American strong ale. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. So let me know if you've had it. Let me know what you think. And let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.